What up, people? Final day of the 7-day development series. We've looked at extremely great things, or maybe if not great, we have looked at something really important over the last 6 days, and we have come to the last day where we are required to publish the application to the App Store. Any application is as good as how it is received by the final end customer. So you can make a great application, but it might not perform. You might make something that is not really great considered by your, let's say, your local circle, but it might be the best application out there. We never know unless we publish the application, and that's the reason why I've just put this day for looking at how do you publish things properly and how it is important that you do your app store optimization properly to get your application noticed by others. Even before you do that, we yesterday tested out with some test ad banners, and I'm just going to replace things with say a few original ad banners from my AdMomb account. You can just follow me along here. I'm just going to replace things, just add my IDs for every banner unit, and for every page also. So there's going to be 3 banner ads, and then I'm just going to create the application. After which you will see how do you build a release APK. Once that is done, we'll look at how to publish the application in the Google Play Store. All of that coming up. Stay tuned. Alright, so what do we have here? We have a banner test ad that we tested yesterday. I'm just going to replace with 3 more banner ads. This is going to be my settings option page. So I'm just going to go here and create another settings option page banner. I'm going to call it settings page. If it is camel case for me. But I'm just going to place this in my place. I'm just going to go in and replace this with my application's ID. So I already have dashboard created, so I'm going to copy paste that. Alright, great. So we'll just run this application. It is recommended to not actually look at how just use a live ad in your emulator or run it multiple times. Google has a very weird sense of policy where they track your ad request. If it is not a proper request, they end up banning your account. I have made a video on that also. You just can check that out. But my AdSense account my first AdSense account got banned because there was some invalid activity on that, meaning there's a sudden spike in traffic. There was actually a sudden spike in traffic, but Google read it as an invalid activity and they banned my account. So that was a one wasted account. I ended up creating one more. I tried to plead, but I couldn't get it back. So I tried to create another account after some struggle, and my ads are monetized through that option. It is important to understand that maybe you cannot make a fortune with say the banner ads or interstitial ads, or just AdSense in particular, unless you have huge traffic. Say if you have 5 million visitors, returning visitors every month, maybe then you can make some consistent money. But unless then, you don't make a lot of money. It is just for the sake of running. It's just for the sake of my work I've put into it. Do I make a huge return on that? I don't, but it's just a validation that my applications are actually being used for something useful. So that is the main purpose I put ads into any application. Why I'm telling you guys is that you guys have to be careful when you are testing your live ads. I'm just going to run my AVD here and say, see, we're just rendering properly just once, and I'm not going to do anything more than that. Let it take some time to come up, and I'll just meet you guys after this. Alright guys, I'm back. I just had to take more than 30 minutes of debugging to find out that my emulator was not running properly. I had to completely remove the SDK, remove the AVD, and create one more new AVD and rebuild the application from scratch. And so it took me some time. That's why the new emulator is up right now. The ads are still not publishing. It's still giving me error code 1 because it says that it's a very new ad that is being published. So I'm just going to go with it. My assumption is that it's going to work. So we're just going to go and see the next step on how to build the release APK. So there's a huge wiki for that, which there's a huge Flutter doc for that. So we're going to read that and see how to do that build step by step. I'll try to make it as simple as possible for you guys to understand, but at the same time, it's just learning curve for me also, so that I just have to take some time, pause here and there and learn what is happening, and then only tell you guys. So there might be a little bit of cut here and there, but I'll try to make it as simple as possible for you guys. Okay, the first thing to do anyway is to look at how we are going to arrange the launcher icon that you generated. That is a very simple way to do that. This is actually a basic step. Since the application, the phone's size is not going to be remaining similar everywhere. There can be a 3-inch phone, there can be a 5-inch phone. So the launcher icons are also going to change based on that. So you do need like more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes of launcher icons, starting from 72 pixel to 48, 96, 144, and finally 190 to 190. So these are the 5 different icon sizes that you need. But we do not have that. We have a 500 by 500 size. So that is a really simple way to do that. All you have to do is just go here. This is a very simple online tool. All you have to just click here and pick out our icon, which I have somewhere around here. So this is icon. I've picked it up and I'm just going to click generate. It is by default automatically going to generate everything for me. All I have to do is just download whatever sizes I need. Isn't that really simple? That is how the application is going to help you guys with. So what do we need? We need a 48. I think we need a 48 by 48. Well, the first things we need is a 72 by 72. So going to go here. I'm going to give a 72 by 72. I'm going to click this. It's going to get downloaded. I'm going to paste. Take this from here. I'm going to copy and put it here. Alright, I'm going to put this here. The important thing to do is make sure that you change the icon name to IC Launcher. You can go to Android manifest and still change the icon to point to the icon 72, but it's not a really easy method to do. I'll just change the name to icon launcher. It's going to be really easy for me. I just copy, cancel. I'm just going to delete this, delete, and I'm going to rename this to. I'm going to do that for everything, and I'll meet you guys at end of that. But awesome, as you guys can see, it is showing me the icon here. If this is actually 3.7 inch, if I'm right. This is 3.7 inch screen monitor emulator. So it is showing me this icon, which I think is 72 by 72. The important thing to note from now on is to actually look at how to build the Release APK. It is going to be a bit tedious process, if you ask me. We'll just close this out. This is the thing that I was talking to you guys about. Just go here, go here. We have done the first step. Adding launcher icon is done. The second step is actually going to do, you have to sign the application. What is the process of signing an application? It's just a simple, we're just going to create a simple key store. Copy this, whatever is present, you just copy this. Go to your your terminal. Just go here somewhere. Go to your copy paste and run. Says command not found but can be installed with. It says that the key tool command may not be in your path. It's a part of the Java SDK which is installed as part of the Untitled Studio for concrete path run Flutter Dr. V. I'm going to do Flutter Dr. V. Oh, Flutter is not okay. The Flutter Dr. V gives me this one here. I'm just going to locate the path printed Java binary at. We have to see Java binary. Search for this. Java binary at snap Android Studio 770 Java, and he says in use qualified path regard replacing Java at the end with key tool. Okay, so he says go for this, use key tool at the end and replace this, whatever it is. Should this work? I'm not sure. Oh great, it's asking for the password, which I'm going to enter. I'm going to meet you guys after this. Great, so it asked me a lot of things and this is the end of that. I've just entered my entire data that I have to enter and it is generated the key store. Next thing, what I will do, create a file named appdir under Android key properties that contains a reference to your key store. Say store password from a previous step, key password from a previous step, key alias is equal to key, store file location of the key store file such as users, username, keys. Okay, it is just copy this thing up. You have to go to app directory Android key property. So just go to this place here. Just have to create a new file called as, I just keep forgetting, key.properties. Should I create it as properties? Should have been properties. Refactor, go to the end. Cool. Place this thing up, and I'm going to replace these things with my password and everything. Let me meet you guys after this to configure signing in Gradle. Okay, next thing what we're going to do is configure signing for you by editing the app directory Android app build.gradle file. Replace this with this. So we're just going to copy this. So where is build is here. So we're going to go to Android. Where is Android for that? App build Gradle, I think you have to go to app build Gradle and find Android with this. It is with key store information from your properties file. We have done that. Replace the build following with the signing configuration info. We're gonna go to signing build types, the entire build types, which is here with this. Great, done. Okay, by default Flutter does not obfuscate or minify the handled host. If you intend to use third-party Java Kotlin, you might want to reduce size of the APK. Oh, it says if you intend to use third-party Java Kotlin and Android libraries, which is true because you're using Flutter, so you have to do this. Alright, again create a file name app.rules.pro. Go here. I need to create, what is the file name? proguardrules.pro. Alright, we need to do this. File done. Okay, this configuration only protects Flutter engine libraries. Any additional libraries on Firebase requiring adding in Looker. Okay, we don't have Firebase. Good. Just copy this. That is it, done. You just have to enable the build Gradle, locate the build types definitions, release minify use true. So all you have to do is just copy these two things. Inside we already have our build, which you just saw in the previous step, which is nothing but this file here. In the release, if you're going to add these 3 more lines after this. Done. Alright, what is the step number? Whatever step it is finished. Regard is done. Alright, so now it's time to review the app manifest. Review the default app manifest located in and verify that the values are correct, especially application tag to reflect the final name of the app. Where is the Android label? So all you have to do is go to the source main Android manifest. It is, yeah, this is what I want it to look like. Android name is fine for me, and label is also extremely fine for me. This is permission, internal permission application code. Yeah, it adds internal permission by default. You don't have to worry about that. Coming to here, reviewing the build configuration. Review the default Gradle build file located and verify that the values are correct. Go to we finally have come to where you have to build the app for release. So you have 2 possible release formats. So publishing the app bundle is what you want. Build an app bundle. Okay, it says cd app directory. Okay, you have to go to the application directory. My application is at, where's my application? I don't have my applications. Alright, I'm going to run Flutter build. I think it's time to sit and wait for the bundle to be completed. Alright, I'm guessing it's going to take some time, so I will just go and look at other options for us to get our Play Store thing ready. If you do not have a Play Store account ID, this is the time to drop off from this video because it's going to take some time for you to create the console ID. Go create the account. You have to, I think, pay $25. It was $25 like around 2-3 years ago. I'm really not sure what is the price now. You can go buy that console ID, console or developer account, and then you can watch from here, because from here on it's just going to be how we are going to set our Play Store, do some app store optimization and release the application to the Play Store. Alright guys, so the app bundle is created. This is where the app bundle is actually located right now. It took some time for it to run and it created this entire thing. It ran the applications bundle. All you have to do from going on now is just go to your app publish console. Just have to fill out the title, create your application repository, your application's name, fill out some things here and there. I'm just going to name it as Tasco. It's application names, create. Title is Tasco, give the short description. I'm just going to fill these things out and time to give out whatever you want to give out here. Just go fill a short description, Tasco. Alright, I'm just going to fill this out. The important assets that we have to give, definite compulsory assets, are this one here. You remember the 512, the site that I showed you guys to generate the 512 MB, PNG. I'm just going to go back to that site. Go here, click this, drop this image, which is going to be present in downloads, 512, and done. Great, it's getting down, uploaded. There are certain few what they call as app store optimization techniques that you have to follow. First thing, always give your title in your short description, in your full description. Improve the full description with your keywords. Just give rich keywords here and there, long tail keywords, those who search for it, and you can fill out the full description. It isn't mandatory that you have to give 4,000 words exactly, but do not give too much of a, say for example, task management is the keyword. Do not keep repeating task management for the 4,000 times, because Google is not stupid enough, they're smart enough to understand that there is heavy dependency of one keyword over another, and it's going to penalize you. Make sure that the optimization is in a good way. Your keywords are present in your full description, in a short description. Task maintenance is going to be my main keyword. I'm just going to make sure that it's in short description, in your full description. And the next important is app store optimization is going to be an icon. Make sure it's catchy. This one is catchy, and go give you a screenshot. Screenshots are very, very important things that it's going to capture the people's mind. You're just going to click browse files. I don't have any screenshots as of now. We just take quick screenshots of the application. In the section, we're going to be adding the screenshots of our application that we took. I'm just going to browse files. I have actually converted all the files that I have to 320 pixels minimum. It's at least one side should be 320 pixels and max length of 340 pixels. So make sure that you do that part correct. And the next important is the feature graphic image. Since I cannot show you guys how I made this, I just went to Canva again, my favorite application, created this banner. I've downloaded it also, and I'm just gonna do it. Done. Features image is also updated. This is going to be the banner for the application that's going to show in our Play Store profile. There are other things that you can add as well. Promo graphic, TV banner. All of this actually add on to the ASO. That is the App Store optimization. You can even add say a promo video to the application. A lot of this actually brings in a lot of downloads initially if you're trying to get downloads. Next up is the categorization section. Just choose what type of category is your application coming from. It can be application for sure. It's going to be utility application. We'll go and find that. Productivity, got it. So this is the one. Next up is very important one. This is going to be where you fill out this questionnaire kind of a thing, and you tell that Google that it's not like you have it says that you must upload an APK before you complete the content. We'll come to this later. You can add this if you want to add. I'm just going to add my alright. Privacy policy is very important one. If you remember from my previous video where I showed you guys that my application was taken down from the App Store because it violated the privacy policy. The thing is, Google wants privacy policy if you are going to get the user data. We are not going to get the user data in any form. I'm just going to click this for now and finish saving the draft. Do this first. Next up is going to app releases. This is where you actually going to upload your build, your release APK, and then do a lot of things for this from here on. In this portion, just go to the production, add app, Android app bundles or APKs to production to make sure your app is available to all users. Just click on this and you're going to create a release. You're going to says that provides app signing key. It is that you have to continue this portion so that the application, the Google signs your application. We have already signed and created the release bundle. The Google is going to again sign it, and that's what is important now. So you just browse the files. We'll find the application in the home, and if you remember, it's in build, app, outputs, bundle, release, and done. Upload this. It's 7.45 MB, if I'm right, 5 MB. Saying Google is generating optimizing APKs from your Android app bundle. This may take a few minutes depending on the size of your bundle. You just run some checks in the background, make sure that our application does not carry any viruses. You just have to type in. You can type in what is the build version number. You can just watch new in the release. All you have to say is that stable release. India. Awesome. Save. We have created the app for pushing it to the App Store. All you have to do is click on review. I'm pretty sure it's going to take some time to review. Okay, is there any warnings that we have? Okay, from what I understand from searching all the Google Docs, it's that Flutter itself has failed to create a 64-bit app bundle, and it's going to not be a really huge problem because it's still going to work till August 1st of 2019. And even after that, it will still run in 32-bit mobile phones, which it run in 64. If you upload a 64-bit version, it will give a richer experience. We are not going to do anything major with that, and Flutter is also working on providing a fix for that. So maybe by the time you guys are doing this in say in August or September, this should be fixed in the mainline branch itself, so you can just do the same procedure and it will still work for 62-bit. What are we going to do from here on? You're just going to go to the content rating page, and it's just going to click continue. You just answer this questionnaire quickly. It's going to ask for I'm going to give. Great. Calculate rating. It's going to give us a 3+ rating for sure. Awesome. Apply rating. We have completed this process. Next up is app content. Just got to change certain things here before starting target audience. No, we don't need this. Pricing and distribution also not needed. It's a free app. Just click on the certain things. Okay, I'm going to guess submit. I just want to show you guys how it works, and that's it. Cool. Everything is done. Go back to your app release. Edit the release. Review. Everything is done. Just going to click the start rollout to production. Confirm. Boom. Awesome. We just created the start rollout to production. We just created the app rollout 1.0.0. Our Tasco app is live now in the App Store. Just create the release. It might take some time for the application to be approved by Google before it hits the market, but that is it. We have created the release. Going forward, all you have to do is the release 1.0.0 is out. So if you want to say add another release, go to manage, click on go in and change what this is still not yet approved. So we're just going to go in and change whatever you want to go in and change. Add from library everything, and you're just going to make sure that the next release or next changed application is going to be up. Cool. It says 100% rollout history started 1 minute ago, change 1 minute ago, manage releases. This is the app dashboard where you can see all your ratings and all that. I think the task is still pending publication. We'll wait for it to come out live. If I can make a follow-up video on this, I'll try to make one. But that is it. That is a procedure to create and publish your Flutter app in the Play Store. Alright, I hope this portion was informative enough. Flutter is a bit tricky. This first time I'm building a Flutter application, like I told you. In terms of release APKs,
and we will see how it turns out. Does Google still approve this Flutter application? Still, it's a waiting game. It will take maybe 24 to 48 hours for the application to hit the market live, and if and when it does, I'll just make a follow-up video on that, and maybe I'll try to come live and show you guys how it works. You can just still wait on. I'll just put the link in the description for the application as well as the code check-in that I've made in the GitHub repository. You can see all of that in the description below. A lot of information in the description. You can find all the important tools and all the important page size, image sizes that is used in this video, and a lot more. Alright guys, so that is it for the 7-day Flutter App development series video. To be honest with you guys, personally, I thought it was going to be a bit tricky, a bit complex as well, but we have pushed through everything in the 6 to 7 days and released the application and made it available for the rollout. This is the process that any developer goes through right from the start. You do not have a complete answer for anything. You learn on the way, and that's what we did even today. Even today, we found that 64-bit binaries were not available for Flutter, which is new because we do not find that every day. You do not release APKs every day. We also hit a lot of roadblocks, lot of new content rating principles, and lot of Google's new policies that have changed. So you have to fill out a lot of important things that helps the user finally understand what he or she subscribing to. So that is what Google is up to, and it keeps on changing. There isn't a fixed tutorial that you guys can follow. There's a fixed video that you guys can follow and make sure that everything works perfectly. It's all about Googling and finding answers that you want to find out. Hopefully this video on the series is helpful for you guys in some way. That's the main motto for making all of this series. I'm not going to make any money out of this or anything of that sort. It's just that I hope you guys enjoyed and you guys can follow what I'm doing. A lot more Flutter content coming up in the channel. You guys can stay tuned to that. I'll come live once the application hits the market, hopefully after the series ends, and we will see what happens after that. A lot of content in the description below. You can just check out my channel if you like what I'm doing right now. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already subscribed. Like, share, comment, and let me meet you guys in some other series. A lot of Flutter content and programming content coming up in the channel in the next coming days. Alright guys, peace out. 7-day Flutter app development series comes to an end. Task app to the win. Make something happen. Have a great day.